the NL home run leader in 2021, the AllStar, the two-time Silver Slugger Award. I'm making him a little bit shy right now. Fernando Tatis Jr. Welcome to the Baseball Insiders. You're working with Dairy Queen, which we'll get to a second. I love blizzards. Bert loves blizzards. We all want to have a blizzard. We all love blizzards. Let's rewind back to when you were a kid and your dad's in the big leagues and you're walking around clubhouses. Do you remember anyone specifically being super cool to you?
I got more memories when he was with the Mets. I remember Jose Reyes always having fun with me and my little brother over there when we were in the clubhouse. And, Angel Pagan, he was also a great guy to us and to my family. Pedro Martinez, he was there too also. Beltran. I feel like, most of the Latin guys that were really close to my dad, they were just great to us over there in the Mets. And I feel like that was a pretty good clubhouse, a pretty good team at the time.
It's a little bit different, but has that impacted at all how you want to be with the fans and just the way you play the game in general? Because you're a have fun on the field guy.
Say that again? Can you say that again?
I just having that, being a kid and having these guys kind of influence you and take you, just be cool to you. Has that impacted how you want to interact with fans?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That gives you just a great feedback. Obviously I was a fan when I was a kid, and just now having to interact with people and with fans. I remember that feeling. I remember how it felt. And that just gave you a little bit more motivation just to go to them, bring them what 10, 15 seconds of your time, probably gonna mark somebody for the rest of their life.
Yeah, and so going along with what Carmen asked you a little bit before, like you were obviously, as you said, you were around your dad and Angel Pagan, but like who are some of the players that you looked up to when you were coming up as a kid, and then now even in the pros too?
As a kid, I look forward to a lot of guys. I feel like my game has small parts of every single player that I used to look their game. Like I used to look to Jeter, Jose Reyes, Henley Ramirez, and A-Rod. I was like those guys were the main ones just growing up.
Now, have you had the chance to pick their brains at all?
I haven't talked much about baseball to the guys, but one guy I call it like my godfather in baseball is Robinson Cano. I feel like that's the mind that I picked the most. Just a lot about hitting, a lot about the game. How can you slow down the game, and having that chance of learning a guy from that is just huge.
Yeah, and you got to be teammates with him too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you are not going to be the leading vote getter in the National League. It's short, but you've gotten a ton of votes here, like well over 250,000. Should fans be voting for the All-Star game here, Fernando? You haven't played. I know you appreciate the love, but it's kind of crazy.
I do really appreciate the love. Those are stuff that really just helps you just keep going, because you feel the love from the fans. They just keep showing. They just keep showing up, and those are stuff that you just keep you motivated, keep you moving forward. If they should keep voting, I don't know. Probably I go to AllStar as a commentator or something like that. But I feel like there's guys that really deserve out there this year that really deserve it, and I'm just looking forward to see them play.
Are you kind of looking at the second half of the season like, hey, I get back, this team is right in position. Why can't we just win the World Series this year?
Yeah, for sure. Like that's the mentality for everybody out here. The way this team is playing, how they're managing to sell the players that we got, how the team have keep moving forward without having key players in the team. I feel like we're a really, really good team all around.
Yeah, and so for you, Carm mentioned your joy in playing baseball before. But there was an ESPN headline that basically said the exact same thing, that Fernando Tatis Jr. is bringing the joy back to baseball. When you hear that, like, what goes through your head?
It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, just to think it, just how people see that. But I feel like people are seeing the truth. You know, every time I'm in the park, you're just trying to be that kid that used to see my dad playing. That used to want to get on the field to run the base and slide, no matter what. I feel like when I'm in the field, I still have those same memory, that same feel in my heart, and every time I'm out there, I'm just trying to get everything that I have.
For sure. And on a lighter note for you, so I had a little birdie tell me that you have somewhat of a relationship with Damian Lillard. Is that accurate?
I know him, and we have talked a little bit. And when every guy like he was doing good during the season, he used to text him like keep balling. And then last year I was doing good, and he texted me. He's telling me to keep being a killer. It's just great when when people like that. Obviously, you interact and you just give them a little bit of motivation. You just tell them that you're watching and it's fun to watch. I feel like that's really big for us athletes.
I was I don't know, I was stalking you online, Fernando, is what I was doing. I was going through your Instagram, and you follow both Steph Curry and LeBron James. So I'm giving you the number one pick. You could have one of the two. Who you taking?
Oh, you're making it hard. You're making it hard. But I love Steph, but this time I gotta go with LeBron.
Yeah. I think it's a fair take. Steph's climbing. I got two more real quick ones here. One, I'm in Chicago. White Sox fans still talk about you and what could have been. Were you bummed when that happened, or were you like, oh, okay, whatever, I just want to get to the big leagues?
You always have that feeling to the team that gave you your first chance, to sign, to give you the opportunity to come to this game as a professional athlete. And, no matter what, you're always going to appreciate that. And, I really appreciate the White Sox for giving me the chance. But they traded me, as part of the game. And obviously, it was hard for me. I was 17 when I got traded. I didn't know if I didn't even have played my first professional baseball game. I was like, do I suck or what? They're trading me already. But it was a brand new experience, so young, and I feel like I really embraced it, and I just took up with the Padres, and felt the love they gave me, and just give them the same love that back.
Do you remember who you were traded for?
James Shields, right?
Yeah, you got
Right.
it.
Yeah. There you go. You got that trivia question one down right there.
That one did not work out particularly well. Just one guy who started with the Sox, Fernando, is a guy from your hometown. He ended up, of course, playing the majority of his career with the Cubs. But Sammy Sosa is from San Pedro de Macorís. Do you remember him as a kid watching that guy?
Sure. Who doesn't remember Sammy? I feel like he was one of the guys that bring back joy also to baseball. The way he played, the character that he was on the field, it was just amazing, especially for us Dominican, and also being from the same hometown. I I was at his home this off season talking about hitting, talking about how I can go from 40 to 60. So there's some really good conversation out there, and I feel like Sammy was a really great guy. It's a really great guy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if Barry and Roger and all those guys go in the Hall of Fame, we got to put Sammy in there too, right? I mean, come on.
We got to put Sammy in.
Yeah.
Wait, so like, what were some of the things he told you about hitting? I'm curious.
It was more of the mentality, because he said, hey, you don't need to fix nothing on the home plate. It's more of the mentality of the grind that it becomes. How you change from being happy with one home run to trying to go 2, 3 in one night. Just changing mentality, how to be more of a killer. How to stay shape, how to stay comfortable with yourself in the plate. And it was really great, deep conversation about hitting.
As far as your recovery, can you get into that and like and what this process has been like for you, and also where you're at now?
It's been a learning process. Obviously, it haven't been the way everybody was planning to come, so I can be back in the field as quick as possible. But I feel like we are managing ourselves. The doctor is doing a great job, and feel like we're moving forward right now. Um, and it's coming together. I feel like I'm one step behind of on a full go, and I probably like that step is gonna come really really quick on this days.
Okay. Have you thought about when you get back on the field what it's going to be like just to hear the crowd and just to be able to stand in that?
Can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be electric, and I'm for sure bringing a full 100% of myself.
All right. Well, you got to, I guess, hurry up, but yet be patient at the same time. So a good thing to do, I would think, is to go Blizzard and get some Dairy Queen action going on. There's a transition for you.
Already done that. I'll do it again. Yes, sir.
So tell me what you think of their summer Blizzard menu. Give me your favorite Blizzard. I know you're working with DQ today, so let's give them some love.
It was for me the caramel one that they gave me. Oh my, that was it's just amazing. Yeah, I love. Just good, just ice cream. It's really good. Ice cream on the ballpark is the best version. How can it get? There you go.
I mean, I love it. Oreo, Snickers, Heath. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
There's no wrong direction. Hey, we really appreciate the time, Fernando. Continued success. We love watching you. So baseball season's been a little bit less great without you. So get back out there soon. Looking forward. Thanks for all the good news that you're hoping you'll be there sooner than later.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.